What's happening in Octo Nation? We're going to take a look at ALAC solar powered, but what? LAC powered Alberton Acquisition Corp. Y'all heard of them? I didn't. It's based out of Hong Kong. It's kind of sketchy looking and all that. But check this out. So who was it? It was SPAC Insider on Twitter. They were tweeting out saying, "Hey, take a look at the SEC filing. There's a secret Easter egg in there or something like that." So I was like, "Let me take a look." Found this. The company is currently completing the due diligence and negotiation of a definitive agreement to merge with a domestic integrated solar and renewable energy company. Wow. Which has operations in both the United States and China. All right. And it expects to enter a definitive agreement before or by October 30th. That's like Thursday. That's huge, right? I let my patrons know about this, I don't know, sometime last week, but just finally getting it out to y'all now. They got some confusing stuff going on. They got rights. If you don't know what those are, sketchy. All right. There's a rule of thumb that some SPAC people go by. If a SPAC has rights, just don't buy it. Not necessarily, but regardless, it's kind of ones that need a little bit more attention, a little bit more money, maybe. Each to receive 1/10 of one ordinary share is what you get with a right. Seems funky. It is kind of right. Kind of like warrants, but even weirder. Let's move on to the warrants. The warrants aren't even redeemable for a whole share. You only get a half a share. So you need 2 warrants to get 1 common share. The units come with a redeemable warrant and 1 right. Good luck figuring out the math on that. So, kind of interesting. One of my patrons was let me know that he made his membership with us. I think it was probably Wednesday. I put this out, and then like within hours he got his money back, and he's like, "Glad I joined." So that was kind of cool. As far as the charts on here, they're like going for nothing. The commons went to like 1150 for LAC when this first hit, like I don't know, last week, but then it went down. They're right around like $11 right now. Decent place to get in, but I like the solar and renewable energy, but you know, China and Hong Kong stocks usually don't do very well right now, especially in the SPAC world. So just be super careful on this one. As for the warrants, they're sitting low. I don't know. They're like in the cents, like 50, 60, 70, 85 cents, something like that. These did already rocket up though, like almost 2 extra money, maybe 50% or something like that. So just watch it, because people are going to be taking profits. You might be able to flip it. I'm sure once this actual definitive agreement gets announced, which with company it is, right? It'll probably get another pop. It should. They usually do. Even the bots usually, when a new LOI comes out, they pop it. They pop it instantly. But still be careful on this one. And the rights, man, I don't even know. 20, 30 cents or something. I'm going to take a look at a couple charts here. FSLY, Fastly. I've heard of this name. I have no idea what this is. Let me know in the comments. What is this? Right away, I found these 2 lines, especially this one. We got one at $72.30. Let's call it $73, right? It stopped out on that one. As long as it stays above there, it looks fine. Looks like it's just kind of consolidating. This looks like an insane run. I'm guessing this might have been news or just one of these insane blink runs that just happens, right? If, you know, in this market, when they're really apparent like this, though, they like to fake people out. So this could try to bleed tomorrow, and then it's going to try to take out the people that are up here. They start dumping, then they'll let it bleed all the way to 50. So if it gets past here, watch it. You know, if it gets close to 60, it's probably going to go to 50. But as long as it stays above that, I think we're good to go. What is this thing about? Let me know in the comments. You had massive volume, you know, getting this thing up there even after that. So people still like this company. You kind of see it did a little bit of a U down here. But I'd say we're definitely kind of headed up a little bit too for volume. But Mondays sometimes change everything real fast. So take a look at Monday. We also need to take a look at CleanSpark. Got a couple people asking about that. Found another line here with the volume again. Watch that. The volume's actually kind of fizzled out, which is not good. People are like, "Come on, man!" People have already in, or they're just chilling, waiting. They need some big boys to step back in. What does it look like? It looks like it's kind of done going down, because it's kind of stopped and then started getting straight, right? It's starting to go straight a little bit. It could go try to get back down to 714. You know, remember elections in what, like a week and a half, 2 weeks? You don't know. I think we might be fine a little bit past it, but then I think like midway through, maybe next month, the rug might get pulled out. Historically, it's the 2 weeks surrounding the election, so just be careful, guys. But again, as long as there's no major catalyst with this company, nothing major bad has happened or anything, we're fine. Don't even trip. I think this is one of the better companies to be in. There's that funky lawsuit I brought up in my last video of them, so make sure to think about that. We also got, I think there's more purchases that are probably going to be going on, maybe some bigger announcements coming out, which is great. One of our subscribers was letting me know, though, that PPSI, the brother from another mother, he said he was in LA and he saw a semi-truck with their stickers all over it, and there's a bunch of satellites. I didn't know these people did satellites. Did you? Is that part of like the telecommunication microgrid stuff? I don't know. What kind of correlation could that be? Let me know down in the comments. The other one we want to take a look at, WorkHorse. Man, are they ever going to announce this thing? I think everybody's getting burnt out. Like, come on, man. It looks like we got the big old upside down Wu-Tang going on here, right, though? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Just something like that. Regardless, this started popping back up a little bit. But as you all know, if you're asking about this, we're just waiting for that USPA contract. If and when that does happen, hold on tight. I might push more chips the second it comes out and just zip, at least get the initial big monster, probably a day and a half to 1 week big pop. Don't forget, if you haven't seen my last video about CleanSpark, I talk about how to hedge with it. It might be smart to get some forward just for the heck of it and to hedge. Why not? It's a company that probably ain't going nowhere but up, at least in the long term, right? But yeah, I mean, this hooked up, right? The volume does look like it's down, though. You can see this little tail that kind of sizzling out. Watch the volume. Just watch this. If it starts trying to bleed down tomorrow, we've got several channels to watch. You can look at the $20, the $19, the $18, basically dollar down to 17.17. It could try to stair step down. I don't know. Just keep your ears to the street. We need to get any more information. Maybe Romeo. Maybe we can get Romeo Battery to leak a little bit more information. Or maybe they'll put out some more videos of their employees. Did you guys see that one? CleanSpark, IPOB. I need to look at IPOB. Let's look at Mr. Chamath. What do we got, buddy? Popping this thing. Ooh. Yeah, so I drew in this for you here. It kind of faked people out here, I think. It sliced right through this 1937. It's totally apparent back here. It hit it like 7 times. What happened? It started sneaking, but it still hasn't made it above there. If this does not make it above there and this starts heading to 1769, and if it breaks 1769, I'm probably going to go short a little bit. Don't follow me. But I think it might be a decent lottery ticket. At least we could probably get down to 1660 or something like that. Is this going to happen? A lot of these SPACs that do well at first are getting it. They'll right up to the big cup and handle, but then they've been just like bleeding out past that. They're supposed to keep on going up after that, but sometimes the SPAC world gets played with a little bit. This does have the Chamath name, but man, I don't know. I still don't like the sector right now. Some people are still big on the sector and have high hopes for some reason. Oh, I know why. They're emotional. They let themselves be emotional investors. That's why. But, man, I don't know. This is not something that I don't necessarily want to be in for multiple reasons, though. And I talked about them in the last video I think I did of them. But it's not a place I really like hanging my hat on at night. I think they take advantage of some people. I don't like it. Uninformed, uneducated maybe, but still. Even some of our subscribers have talked about some really shady stuff that they've done, and so it's just not a place that I want to put my name on it. But how does the chart look? That's why we're here. It looks like the volume actually dipped up a little bit, right? Volume started coming up a little bit. It could get saved. Just watch this channel. That's what I'd say. And other than that, I have no idea. Wish I could tell you. With SPACs right now, it's we just don't know for the most part. Especially when they've run up like this. Chances are this to follow how SPAC's been going, it probably should start headed down if it's going to follow a trend. But we all know once everyone starts talking about a trend, how people are talking now, how SPACs are doing terrible and all that, that's when SPACs usually like to turn around and wave their finger at people and say, told you, SPACs are king. You should have had more faith. So what do you think? What do you think? Put any more plays you want me to take a look at down in the comments? Any more charts? I appreciate it. Y'all put this video out to your friends if you wouldn't mind. I did a couple over the weekend. Make sure and take a look at those. I just had to get this information out as soon as possible. I know I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss some of the East Coasters hitting this one a little late, but hopefully I'll hit it in the morning and take a look at that sunshine play. But just be careful on it, okay? Don't be backing up your truck on that thing. Y'all have a good rest of the night. Take care.